All right. So, Dust, he's got a
Mhm.
solo review for us here. I did not get a chance to see this movie. I'm not avoiding this movie. I mean, I'm gonna check it out. I am gonna
Mm.
see it. So, I'm gonna
Hold your
enjoy.
horses, everybody.
Yeah. So I'm gonna enjoy it with Dusk. There, maybe later on, and give my thoughts on it.
Mm.
But Dusk, what are your thoughts, man? Five Night at Freddy's.
Did you see the first one?
Yes.
Okay. So the first one was fairly simple. Uh, it's about Mike and his sister, and he's traumatized from what he saw as a young man, and it involved the animatronics and William Afton. And at the very end, he was in the spring trap, and then uh, William Afton gets killed, and you think it's all over. And he had met Vanessa, who revealed herself to be the daughter of William Afton, and had been hiding, trying to keep people from going inside that place to feed her father's addiction. This takes place a couple of years later. Mike and his sister are still recovering. He's trying to figure things out. He still talks to Vanessa. Vanessa struggles with like trauma because of her father's acts, and Abby, after the events of the previous movie, is obsessed with the animatronics and wants Mike to repair them for some reason.
Okay.
And she wants to fix them because she believes they're still her friends. Uh, Mike decides to doesn't really want to do so, but he says, "Oh, I will." But you know, Abby tries to visit the pizzeria and get him to in order to help her out. He's like, "I'll give you this little talking toy, and so you basically can be all right." It then goes on to involve paranormal people trying to investigate Fazbear, new sister location that was introduced, and the origins of William Afton in 1982 to go and see William Afton before it all started with a woman named Charlotte who saw his murder and was murdered instead of a child, and instead fell into the arms of an animatronic called the Marionette. And now the Marionette is set loose and tries to reinvigorate the animatronics and seek revenge, like William Afton and uh, all different people and various motivations that don't make any sense.
Mm, okay. I think I'm following you.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot. Okay.
Yes, this movie's very ambitious. It's far more ambitious than the previous one.
Okay. I remember seeing a little bit of the first one. You also said you played the video games, didn't you?
I have played them, yeah.
Okay. And so does this connect to like a specific story in the video game or no?
Oh, at this point, so the games had a set lore for a while, and then he started making books that both explored the lore and basically changed it and did its own thing in the books. And then he's doing this movie, and it's basically the same thing. This basically takes spark notes of what the lore is in the games and the books and does its own thing. Just picking what it wants to introduce here. Like
Mm,
Vanessa as a character that didn't show up until basically until security, into basically Five Nights at Freddy's security, whatever it's called,
mm.
the one
Who
you
are the
walk around in.
so the newer people in this movie, I see there's
Yeah.
some newer people.
Mhm.
McKenna Grace she's the new person in here. She's one of the new people, right?
Yeah.
Um You also get a Scream reunion. You get Skeet Ulrich, who's in this as well. Who's in this movie? Do him and Matthew Lillard share a scene together or no? Or just
They do
spoilers?
not, although he
Okay.
doesn't even get initially credited. Skeet Ulrich doesn't even get credited as the name initially.
Mm,
But everyone knows his role. They know he's besides just being called Henry.
mm.
Well, he's the father of Charlotte, the girl who was initially murdered and became the marionette. basically possesses the marionette. And basically, Henry in the lore and in this movie was the business partner of William Afton. He was the one who made all the animatronics. William Afton didn't make them, but he adjusted them and changed them. It was Henry who made basically all the animatronics,
Okay.
and he
Um,
was not down with he wasn't down with William Afton's stuff.
Matthew Lillard, is he entertaining? Is he fun?
I mean, he's Matthew Lillard. He keeps the same haminess that he did in the previous movie.
Okay.
He's only in there for like less than a couple minutes.
Oh, he doesn't have a bigger role in this
No,
one?
no.
Oh,
Okay, so unfortunately, a lot of people show up for like 5 seconds. For like 5 seconds, like Matthew Lillard, Skeet Ulrich, they're barely in the movie. Skeet Ulrich is like maybe 5 minutes.
okay.
Uh,
Uh,
Go ahead. Yeah, no.
uh, is there anything better about this movie? The kills, are
I
they
will say this:
improved?
the animatronics are better. I would say
Okay.
they clearly have a bigger budget for this one. It clearly showed. I really like the animatronic designs. All the originals show up. You got Foxy, you got Fazbear, you got Chica, you got Bonnie. You even got the basically a bodied version without any animatronics. Is basically the skin ones. And I did appreciate that there were some call outs for some FNAF people who love FNAF, like the voice of Toy Bonnie, who's from the sister location, was Matt Pat, a famous YouTuber who did a lot of. He's basically known for making a lot of game theories and film theories and other stuff. He made a whole brand on it until he retired to be a dad with his wife, and they still do stuff behind the scenes though. Both of them do. But he voices one of the characters in there, and I'm like, oh, that's nice for fans that know that he's had such a big involvement. Um, Surprisingly, Megan Fox voices Toy Chica. I was like, oh, okay,
Mhm.
sure, because
I mean,
Toy Chica talks to Abby on the toy that Mike gives her. Also, it's gonna get really confusing because Mike from the first one, Mike Schmidt, played by Josh Hutcherson, talks to Michael, and so you have Mike and Michael, and Michael is has a role to play. If anyone's played the games, they know he has a bigger role to play, and the movie leaves on a very much a cliffhanger with definitely an involvement that they're probably going to try and adapt the third game somehow. Because there's little moments like in the trailer you see where the faceless one tries to scan Mike's face and he puts on a basically a mask of a Fazbear mask to avoid detection. That's straight from the second game's mechanics.
mm,
Uh, this movie was made for fans, for better or for worse.
okay. I
And
mean, are fans loving it? I mean,
I mean, when I went, there were a lot of people in it that were having fun and were the little lore or
dressed
Easter
up?
eggs they pointed out. They were pointing out all of it. Every time an animatronic showed up, there was like, yeah, it's like, oh, that's Foxy or whatever. You know, people are
Wow.
having a lot of fun. And then
Okay.
the people who get killed, like the people who get killed in it, you're like the moment you meet them, you know, oh, you dead. Oh, you're dead. You're fodder for the animatronics. Um, Go ahead.
I see. Yeah, so it has an 87% to audience score here.
Yeah.
So it looks like a lot of people did seems like really enjoyed it for the most part there. Did people dress up too? Did they dress up to see it?
I didn't see dress ups, but I did see people wearing some like Five Nights shirts.
Mm, okay. You had your shirt on?
Nah,
Do you have a Five Nights at Freddy's
no, I
shirt?
don't.
Well, let's get you one, man. That's a Christmas
Oh
idea.
god.
Everybody send the Dusk shirts, Five Nights at Freddy's shirts.
Oh no.
At his address. I'll put your address in the bio.
Oh god.
So people can send you the merch there. Okay. Very nice there. So there are some improvements over the second one. So can you say that this one is better than the first one?
Uh, you know what? Uh, as a story, I actually think the first one is better. It has less plot holes, less issues, and I know the lore, so I know how stupidly over detailed and ridiculous it's become. And and that's a couple of games back. I haven't played the most recent stuff, but I know most of the games up to that point in the various lore because of Matt Pat and theory crafting and just seeing what just because they're entertaining videos. And even then, even I was like, "Oh yeah, this is just all over the place. This is whatever they needed it to be in order to be here." It's good. Anyone who doesn't know the games are going to be confused as shit. They're like, "What the heck is happening? This is a mess." So I have no doubt when the critics are panning it right now, probably it's like a 20 or 30% on Rotten Tomato, and I'm like, "Yeah, that absolutely feels it." Movie was made for fans. The animatronics are the highlight. That's what most people wanted from the first one anyways, was like, I want to see more of the animatronics. Well, you got your wish.
Mm.
And there's plenty more animatronics in this. Takes a bit of time to get to it, but once it starts, they leave the location. They wander around. They start trying to kill people and being around. And you not only go into the original Fazbear location, but they go to the sister location.
Mm.
And yeah, people get killed, and they're still trying to keep it. Just trying to keep it relatively. I think this is still PG-13.
I can check for you. Let me see.
That's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't feel like a grotesque amount of deaths, but people do die.
Yes, it is speech 13.
Yeah, yeah. That's basically what it kind of keeps it, and that's honestly how it's gonna get through. The marionette shows up for a lot of this. There's a big plot with the marionette who's possessed by Charlotte, who's the daughter of Henry, and Vanessa and Mike's relationship going back and forth, and the issues from the past, and Vanessa still doesn't tell him stuff, and Abby's still trying to mess with those animatronics, and it's just a lot of their character motivations or what they say doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like it just doesn't make sense, but it happens anyways.
Hmm.
Just for this to kind of happen, and it ends on a big cliffhanger. Like I said,
Oh,
it's
gonna get a
definitely.
third one?
Oh yeah, we gonna get a third one. There's no doubt in my mind. This does as well as I think it'll probably do.
Well, looks like it's
It'll.
doing pretty decent.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's made, so far it's made, let me see what the box office on
Like
this is.
135 million so far
Yeah, so it's pretty decent. Pretty decent for a movie
for a
like this.
35 million to 50 million dollar budget movie. If it keeps at this rate, it just came out. If it keeps up that rate, yeah, we'll get a third one.
Yeah. Get ready, man.
Yeah. Um.
Get ready.
Oh god. Um. I guess I'll just wrap it up real quickly. Is it a good movie? I wouldn't say so. No, it's not very good. Story wise, character wise, motivations. These are very paper thin characters. Not very. And they said they brought someone in to punch up the script for two. I can't imagine what the script was before someone tried to punch this up.
Yeah.
Um,
The guy was like, "Man, take my name off this shit. I don't wanna be
yeah,
associated with him."
I don't. Yeah, but you know what? But you can definitely tell there's more money in this. There's a little more money in this because they knew this is as a big audience and it's going to get its people. Um, a lot of fans though were absolutely loving it. But if we're talking dollars to donuts and what this is going to be, I can't give this more than a stream it.
Mm.
This is a stream it. It's not really worth it to go to the theaters to see this unless you're a mega fan. If you're a mega fan, you're going to see this day one no matter what I say. For everyone else, keep your ass home.
Okay. It's better than I thought you. I thought you maybe give it something lower, maybe skip it or burn it.
You know, it's not a good movie. Like it's not. And it's like the lowest streaming I could possibly give it, but I can respect a movie that knows its audience. It knows what it is. This is like the video game equivalent of a Medea movie.
Mm. Um,
Tyler Perry knows his audience. Are they good movies? Hell no. But does he know his audience? Yes. And they show up in droves. And there's a kind of respect you almost have to have for your audience that well.
mm.
And
Okay.
so for that reason alone, I give it a low rental.
Okay. So if
Yeah,
you're a
low
fan of
stream.
this, you'll probably like it. If you're not a fan, then it's probably a
This
waste.
ain't gonna win you over. You didn't like the first one, you're not gonna like this.
Okay. All right. So a low stream it. from
Mhm.
Dusk for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Get ready for Five Nights at Freddy's 3.
If
There.
this does the money I think it is, you get ready for it.